So I welcome you all. To this class. So today we will discuss about the subject Thermal Engineering 1 of chapter, that we will discuss your chapter 5. The topic is your air standard cycle. Okay. So what are the content? We will discuss Carnot cycle, Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle, and we will solve some numericals. So first we will discuss what is gas power cycle. So as the name says, a gas power cycle. So you are utilizing the gas, and we are considering gas as a working fluid, and we are getting power. Power means what? Power means work done per second, so we get work. So you are utilizing the gas to get the work. So that means in the gas power cycle, what is the working fluid? Working fluid is your gas. So what is gas? Gas can be considered as air, or gas can be considered as the product of combustion of air fuel mixture. After burning air fuel mixture also we get hot gases, and from hot gases we get work in the IC engine. So that is also known as your which cycle? Gas power cycle also. So where you get the heat? From the burning gas or hot gases we get the heat, and this heat will be converted to work done or work, and from the work we get some power. Okay. So basically we will discuss about Carnot engine. What is Carnot engine? Carnot engine is a hypothetical engine. Why hypothetical engine? Because this engine is practically not possible. Why this engine is practically not possible? Because this engine will be give you maximum efficiency. So we know that the thermal efficiency is equal to net work done by heat supply. So when the efficiency will be maximum? When net work done is equal to heat supply. But as we know that in the Kelvin-Planck statement, so it is impossible to construct a device which operated in a single reservoir and produce net, we are giving net heat and produce net amount of work. That is not possible. So if heat supply is equal to net work done, then the efficiency will be 100%, and that is not possible according to Kelvin-Planck statement. So then also Carnot engine is not possible. Okay. So in the Carnot engine, what is used? Carnot cycle is used. This Carnot cycle, then we will discuss about the Carnot cycle, and this Carnot engine is the ideal gas is the working fluid. In the Carnot engine, the ideal gas is the working fluid, and this Carnot cycle is also called reversible cycle. Okay. This cycle is practically not possible. If it will be practically possible, then there must be some heat losses. If there will be heat losses, then it cannot be considered as the reversible. It will be considered as irreversible. Now we know that in the actual practice, all the process, all the cycle or all the engine are irreversible. But for the solving of problem for easy understanding, we consider Carnot cycle as a reversible cycle. Okay. So in one complete cycle operation, there are 4 different thermodynamic reversible processes are given. What are the processes? First process is your reversible isothermal expansion, then reversible adiabatic expansion, that is reversible adiabatic, that means isentropic, reversible isothermal compression, and last one is your reversible adiabatic, or that is isentropic compression. Okay. Then we will discuss about what is the working of Carnot. Okay. Basically we will discuss about these 4 processes. The first process is your reversible isothermal expansion, that we will denote by 1 to 2 process. If the state will be changes from state 1 to, if the any gases will be changes state from state 1 to state 2, so we know that some process will be done. So reversible isothermal expansion, that we will discuss the process 1 to 2. Though it is isothermal means temperature constant. So here TH, we are taking T suffix S is a constant. Okay. So let me discuss something. Okay. So see, this is the cycle. So first we are taking a cylinder and a piston arrangement. In the cylinder and piston arrangement, some gases are, this yellow color is your gases, this grey color is your piston, and this is the cylinder. Okay. So in the cylinder piston arrangement, there are some gases are there. Okay. So when in the first process is your reversible isothermal expansion, by taking temperature constant, by keeping temperature constant, we have to expand the gas. So what we have to do? So we are attach a heat source in the cylinder arrangement. Cylinder piston arrangement, we are giving a heat source, and heat source having temperature how much? TH. So if we are attaching a heat source, then heat source is a, we are considered as reservoir also. If you add the heat or you remove the heat, the temperature remain constant. Then from the heat source, when it will be contacted with the cylinder piston arrangement, when with the gas, it will be contact with the heat source. Then some of the heat will be transferred to the gases. And when the sum of the heat will be transferred to the gases, then what will happen? Gas as a characteristics is to expand. So it will gain the heat. When it will be gain the heat, the molecular randomness will be increases and it will be try to expand. When it will be try to expand, it will move upward. It will be move upward. Gas will be, when gas will be try to expand, then piston will be move upward. So this is the volume V1. Then after adding the heat, what is the condition? This is your V2. Yes or no? So volume will be increases here. So you are adding heat, QH amount of heat to the gas inside the cylinder from the heat source TH. So according to that, the volume will be increases because the heat will be gained by the gases and gas will be expand and the volume will be increases. So as we know that it is a reversible isothermal expansion. Isothermal means temperature constant. Which temperature you are maintaining? TH temperature you are maintaining, high temperature. Okay. Then what will happen? When it will be expansion means volume will be increases, pressure decreases. So see here diagram in the PV diagram 1 to 2. Initial volume is V1, final volume will be your V2 and pressure will be decreases from P1 to P2. So isothermal process follow which law? Boyle's law. Boyle's law means that is your PV is equal to constant. So how you show in the PV diagram that 1 to 2 process isothermal process, it would be a curved line and direction should be downward 1 to 2. So here you are adding QH amount of heat. So that is your 1 to 2 process. Then next process is your adiabatic process. That 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. Reversible adiabatic. So reversible adiabatic means that is isentropy. Adiabatic means heat transfer will be 0. So you are adding the heat source here. Now this heat source will be replaced by, then what we will do? We will insulate the cylinder. What we will do? We will insulate the cylinder. Next process, 2 to 3 process, we will insulate the cylinder to make it adiabatic. When we make it adiabatic, so there will be no heat transfer from the source to the engine, and from the engine or from the cylinder or piston cylinder, I mean, the hot gases will not lose the heat to the surrounding. So in that case, what will happen? The hot gases is in random motion, it has some content, some heat. So according to this, some of the volume will be increases. Some of the volume will be increases. So here 2 to 3 process, what will happen? 2 to 3 here heat transfer is 0 because we are insulating the cylinder, and because of that hot gases has some heat content. So it will not rejecting heat, it is not receiving heat, but it has some heat content. So because of that, it will try to expand. When it will try to expand, the sum of the volume will be changes from V2 to V3. So see in the PV diagram, reversible adiabatic process, that means PV to the power gamma. So in this process also we are showing in the PV diagram it will be a curve. Okay. So in the 2 to 3, volume increases from V2 to V3, pressure decreases from P2 to P3. So that is your adiabatic expansion. Okay. So now the gas will be expand from 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. 1 to 2 it will be expand by isothermally, 2 to 3 it will be expand by adiabatic. Then next is your 3 to 4, that is compression, isothermal compression. By keeping the temperature constant, we have to compress. So when we know that the something gas will be or some air will be compressed, when we are decreasing the volume, then we know that the pressure increases and temperature increases. As the pressure temperature increases, then we will know that the compression. Okay. So what we will do? Now the adiabatic wall will be removed, and now the heat source at the piston cylinder with these expand gases will be comes in contact with a cooling medium. Okay. So it will be come into a cooling medium. Then what will happen? Or if you remove the insulation from the cylinder, we are not transferring any heat. If you remove the insulation from the cylinder, what will happen? The hot gases will be reject the heat. So gradually the hot gases will be reject the heat. When gradually the hot gases will be reject the heat, it will be reject the heat to the where? Sink. So it will be reject QR amount of heat will be rejected from 3 to 4 process. QR amount of heat will be rejected. Okay, and it will be sent to where? Low temperature, that is TL. So as the hot gases rejecting the heat to the surrounding, then what will happen? Gradually the volume will be decreases, and it will be when the volume will be decreases, the pressure and temperature will be increases. So here 3 to 4 process. Isothermal means that is also curved line, but arrow mark will be upward 3 to 4. So initially volume is V3, then final volume is V4, then volume is decreases and pressure which initially P3 and pressure will be increases to P4, the pressure increases and volume decreases. And how? Because we are rejecting the heat, so because of that volume will be decreases. Okay, then next process after that, that is 4 to 1 process. So what is now the heat will be rejecting by the hot gases. Then this 4 to 1 process is a reversible adiabatic compression. So in the reversible adiabatic compression, compression means volume decreases, pressure increases and temperature also decreases, temperature also increases in the compression process. So what will happen? So we make the adiabatic, we make the cylinder as a insulation. When we make the cylinder as insulation, the hot gases is gradually rejecting the heat. Now also it has some heat. So it will be rejected and it will come to which position? Initial position, that is V1. So as that condition, the volume will be decreases from V4 to V1 and pressure increases from P1. As the volume increases, volume decreases, pressure will be increases. As the volume decreases from V4 to V1, what will happen? Pressure increases from P4 to P1. At that time, temperature also increases from T4 to T1. So that is what adiabatic compression process. So 1 to 2, that is isothermal expansion. Here some heat will be added and the volume hot gases will be expanded. Then 2 to 3 process, the cylinder wall will be make adiabatic insulated. So no heat rejection will be there. What is the heat content inside the hot gases? According to this, the volume will be displaced by V2 to V3. So for that, pressure will be decreases from P2 to P3. Then 3 to 4, isothermal compression. For compression, you have to decrease the volume. So that if you remove the insulation, the hot gases will be reject the heat to the surrounding and gradually the volume will be decreases from V2 to V3 to V4. So as the volume decreases, how the volume will be decreases? In the 3 to 4 process, QL amount of heat will be rejected to the surrounding and volume will be decreases from V3 to V4. So as well as pressure will be increases from P3 to P4. And what is the temperature? Temperature will be remain constant. Then in the 4 to 1 process, so again we have to make the cylinder insulated. So when you have to make the cylinder insulated, so what is the latent heat inside the hot gases? According to this, the piston cylinder will be come to the original position, that is initial volume from V4 to V1. The volume will be decreases. As the volume decreases, pressure increases from P1 to P4 and the temperature also increases from here TL to TH. So 1 to 2 process we are adding the heat, 3 to 4 process we are rejecting the heat, and in the 2 to 3 process and 4 to 1 process the cylinder wall is adiabatic. Cylinder wall is adiabatic means there is no heat transfer. Okay. So this is the PV diagram. So what is in the TH diagram? 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is a reversible isothermal expansion. When any gas will be, what will happen? Here we are adding the heat to the hot gases. So when you are adding the heat to the gases, it will take the heat, and when it will be takes the heat, it will be its randomness will be increases. As the randomness of the molecule will be increases, then degree of randomness is your entropy and entropy will be increases. So when you are draw the TS diagram, the temperature here remain constant. T1 is equal to T2 is equal to what? T1 is equal to T2 is equal to TH. Here entropy will be increases from S1 to S2 because we are adding the heat here. When adding the heat, the degree of randomness molecule will be increases. And second is your reversible adiabatic expansion. Reversible adiabatic means isentropic. So isentropic means S2 must be equal to S3. Isentropic, the S2 must be equal to S3. So in this case, S2 is equal to S3. And though it will be an expansion, temperature decreases from TH to TL or T2 to T3. Then is your reversible isothermal compression. When there will be compression, the degree of randomness will be decreases. Volume will be more order in the order form. So less the disorderness, less will be the entropy. So entropy will be decreases from S3 to S4 and temperature will be T3 is equal to T4 is equal to what? TL. So here some of the heat will be rejected. As the heat will be rejected, entropy will be decreases. And then 4 to 1 is your adiabatic compression. So reversible adiabatic means isentropic. So in the 4 to 1 process, S1 is equal to S4. As it will be compression, then temperature increases from T4 to T1. So this is the TS diagram and this is the PV diagram of which that is for Carnot engine. Okay. So next we will discuss again also how to draw this TS and PV diagram. Then we will go for the derivation of the